Good morning, welcome to coffee time at the Finca. We're in the courtyard again having our morning coffee. Last night, going back, we had a bit of a disaster. We stopped at the bins, not far from here, to recycling bins basically, well that's not too important, and switched the engine off and the car wouldn't start, it wouldn't even turn over, the Finca mobile. So luckily it was on a hill. I managed to bump start it, get it going, and get it back. It turns out it looks like it's the starter motor that's gone on it, so unfortunately we can't even get it in until Monday to get that sorted out. But our lovely neighbours have kindly lent us another car, so at least we can come up here and carry on working, even though we can't, pick up any materials or anything. We're not too bad at the minute, but at least we can still get here. So thanks Pete and Jackie.
Yeah, thanks Pete and Jackie. Oh, so life goes on, we've still got to carry on. I'm back in the bedroom. I bet you're bored of hearing that now. So am I actually, but that wall should be finished today and then I'll be up on the mezzanine tomorrow. What are you doing today?
I'll be carrying on with the loo in the utility room. Get the wall boarded out, get the joints done, get the light switch in. Yeah, and just keep plodding on. We're getting there.
Better get on with it.
The first board is on. We've got a bit of a wall for our new loo. So I just need to, you can see there's a little, I'm going to have to cut this to go in that gap there. First of all though, I'm going to wire up the light to our junction box that we're putting behind the washing machine. Put the switch on and make sure all that's working. Well, I can still see in there at the moment. At least with this out of the way, I've got a little bit of light I can work from. So let's get on with that. So I've popped my wire, connected my wires into the junction box behind the washing machine. I'm now going to go and switch the circuit on. Utility on. And let's see if the light works. There's the switch. I put it in a plastic bag to keep it clean, keep all the rubbish out of it. And hey, look at that. Two of them. You can see in the loo now. Fabulous. Another good job well done. Right, let's crack on with this wall again now. So the second board, all I've done, I've stood it up in place, popped one screw in it, and put a pack of tongue and groove on it to hold it in place. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go inside, draw a line down this timber, which will give me sort of an exact mark, and then add on the overlap, and then cut it, if that makes sense. It does to me. Okay, there we go. Perfect fit. Get a screw in it quickly to hold it. Super. Right, I'll just get the rest of the screws in it now and then we can look at the joints. The bees in here are bonkers. There's loads of them. They're trying to get into every hole. There's one even here trying to get in a plastic bag. You see him there. Whether they're looking to make nests or not, I don't know. Where are they? Here he is, another one there. Friendly little things they are though. Anyway, that's done. I'm going to take the joint now and fill any gaps where I'm ready for skimming. So what we've got to do, this is scrim, it's a bit sticky, and we just literally just stick this over the joint like so. Got a little bee helping me, as usual. Where's down the knife? There it is. Top it off of there. Then we take our joint paste and a spatula and we just cover the joint, fill it in, and I'm going to do any other big bits where I've cut it badly and round that hole in the corner as well. What this does, it just basically stops the joints from cracking in the future. Right, that's all done. Now I need to let it dry. Then I think we're going to have to try and clean off the stuff that's already on the beam there. We didn't do that, it came with the house. But I want to try and get it cleaned off now, because the last thing we want to do is start cleaning that off and getting wet or whatever on our newly plastered wall. So we'll get it all ready, just that beam for now, and then we can get it skimmed. Let's see if we can get that mess off. That's actually not come off too badly. Yeah, and the one in front of it as well. It actually looks worse on the camera than it does in real life. What I'm going to do, I'm going to linseed oil these while that's drying, because linseed oil takes ages to dry. And if you plaster or lime wash or anything and then linseed oil after, it can actually soak into the plaster, and it takes such a long time to dry, it's ages before you can touch it up. So if we do put the linseed oil on the wood first and then let that soak in and go for a little bit and then plaster up to it afterwards, we should get a better result. We've learned that one from experience. Linseed oil, I don't know if you can probably tell, it's obviously had woodworm in here at some point in the past. It's not uncommon with none upstairs, but down here, probably because it's been a bit damper, because it's sort of partially underground, this room. The bees are still helping me. Woodworm's not an issue, as long as the wood's not, been eaten too much. Once it's been treated, that's it. You never have to, worry about it again once you've treated the wood and got rid of it. This has obviously been treated because there's no evidence of woodworm now. If there is, you see the little bits on the floor, like, and where they've been working and busy. Plus linseed oil, they hate it anyway. That's a really good pest repellent anyway too. So yeah, I'm going to get that oiled and see what it looks like. We've just had a spot of lunch and checked the weather forecast. Now we've got internet here. We've actually got an orange warning for heavy rain tomorrow. They're saying up to 30 millimeters rainfall in an hour, and up to an accumulated of up to 100 millimeters, which is just over an inch in an hour, and 4 inches accumulated. Quite a lot of rain. It's good for us because hopefully we'll get some water in the deposits because they've been pretty depleted. But yeah, the plants in the garden should be a lot bigger now. Well, they are a lot bigger than when we had the last heavy rain, quite a few weeks ago now. So hopefully they'll fare all right. So we'll just have to wait and see. Quite often, of course, they give out these predictions and forecasts, and we don't get any rain at all. So we'll have to wait and see. Sharon's finished the painting in the bedroom now. Yes, it looks good. We've just got up there to do, but she's kindly offered to do the linseed oil on the beams downstairs for me, and I'm going to probably get some of that rubbish cleared out. In spite of the rain tomorrow, we had the internet people on the roof, and the tiles on here are so fragile and crack so easily. He assures me he didn't crack any, because I did all this roof, and it doesn't leak, or it didn't leak. He assures me he didn't crack any. So we'll see. I can't see. I have had a look and I can't see anything, but last thing we want is any water coming through on our lovely beams. So Sharon's on painting the beams and the frames that I put in for the wall.
Just when I thought I'd finished painting for the day, gets me on this job.
You know you love it. And I am going to try and make some headway into this absolutely disgusting pile of mess we've got here. All these stones came out of the floor there when we lowered it. We didn't know what we were going to do with them. We didn't know if we were going to have them in. So they're just going outside anyway. Okay, so Sharon's done the oiling, the two beams in front of the wall and all the way around the wall. That's now ready for skimming. We've moved all that rubbish. Look at our beautiful floor. It's still pretty mucky, but we're probably going to clean it up. Well, we are going to clean it up and then probably resin it with that posh floor resin again. It's going to look absolutely stunning. These troughs here, they're still full of straw, hay. It'll be your own hay because they don't eat straw from previous, but they're the next to be cleaned up, and we're going to put little lids on these, little opening sort of doors, wooden doors on them, be useful for keeping stuff in.
That's it for today, folks. We're absolutely shattered. You don't need to go to the gym when you're restoring an old Finca, I can tell you. I should have arms like blooming Schwarzenegger. He's had me cleaning all this floor today, but I must admit it's worth it because great result. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video, and if so, the usual, please subscribe if you've not already done so, and we'll see you next time.